Welcome back to Double Down University. I'm back at you guys with the college football PrizePicks video for the national championship tonight between TCU and UGA. I have three picks for you guys. I have Quinton Johnson over 85.5 receiving yards, Kenny Mcintosh over 21.5 receiving yards, as well as Kenny Mcintosh over 2.5 receptions. So let's get into it. So Quinton Johnson, he is a big play threat receiver from TCU, projected first round pick. He's 6'4", 215. He basically is fourth among all college football receivers in yards per catch that are eligible with over 50 receptions or more, and he averages 18.1 yards per catch. He goes up against a 44th ranked team in passing explosiveness allowed in UGA. So if any weakness they have, I think their secondary would be a weakness for UGA, especially going up against Kelsey Ringo, which he basically got ran circles around by Marvin Harrison Jr. last matchup. He had 5 receptions, 106 yards, and 2 touchdowns. They potentially could have had a third touchdown if it wasn't for the helmet-to-helmet hit that knocked them out of the game, which I think that kind of turned the game into UGA's favor because they have been Marvin Harrison eccentric since Jackson Ajigba has been out for an extended period of time for Ohio State. So I think Quinton Johnson can exploit this matchup and be able to go over this 85.5 receiving yards, as well as I also believe in the game script that TCU will be down early, so which will kind of force them to be able to have to throw the ball more, which in turn leads to more targets for Johnson, which he has had 6 targets or more in every game, but 3 games this year. So that bodes well for him as well. Moving on to Kenny Mcintosh. So Kenny Mcintosh, he is a running back for the University of Georgia, and he goes up against a TCU defense that runs a 3-3-5 defense, and in this 3-3-5 defense, most of the time for you to be able to stop the run, you have to commit second level defenders, meaning the linebackers, to come help out in run fits and come down and help fill those gaps, especially the outside gaps, the C and D gaps that probably leave a void by you just having just 3 down linemen. And a way to exploit that is to be able to use your running backs and your tight ends and quick and intermediate passes. So I think that Mcintosh is equipped to be able to handle this mismatch and be able to exploit them in this way. So Mcintosh, he is 4th on the team in receptions and 4th on the team in receiving yards. His receptions, he had 42 on the season, and his receiving yards is 505 on the season. So he basically, in his 6 postseason appearances dating back to, I kind of took out of his rookie year, his freshman year at 2019, because he only had like 6 carries and he had 1 catch for 3 yards. But in those 6 appearances, he just went over this line in 4 out of the 6 games. So as you can see, they have a history of using him as a running back mismatch out of the backfield. So that bodes well for him as well. And receptions wise, I think that if he gets 2 or 3 receptions, he should be able to go over this line with ease. So it kind of goes hand in hand, but of course you will have to mix and match that into another card because you can't use the receiving yards and the receptions in the same card. So yeah, so that's Mcintosh, and I really like that pick as well. So I'll go back through those for you guys. I have Quinton Johnson over 85.5 receiving yards, Kenny Mcintosh over 21.5 receiving yards, as well as Kenny Mcintosh over 2.5 receptions. I appreciate you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.